Hey everybody, Ash and Sybe here for the Triple S League with a quick recap of the latest news regarding the Outer Worlds and Obsidian that has come out of PAX East. They had a panel there today, and so we are going to give you a quick overview recap of some of the exciting highlights that came out of that. Of course, there was about 20 minutes of gameplay shown, and we're going to show you some of that during this video here, while Sybe brings the highlights of the actual information that came out.
So this was a really good showing. They actually did address the whole Epic question about as much as they could. They're really not happy with the choice. They were really looking forward to the community on Steam. They were also looking forward to the Steam mods and the modding package that they were planning to add in. Not that they're not interested in adding modding, but that's being pushed back to a later stage. Between that and the whole private division thing, that's the downside. So that's the two kind of major downsides. But then the guy who was doing the question and answer, the hosting, he actually did a great job of getting it back on its feet and getting the energy back up in the room. And then the questions about the gameplay came, and there were a lot of them. We saw a lot in the gameplay. There's a ton of content to see here. This was alpha footage. They made this very, 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 very clear. This is not completed. There was some graphical glitches and some errors and some NPCs popping in and out of existence. Those are well-known bugs in this stage of the game, and obviously this is fairly early on. They have basically confirmed that this is not going to be out for the kind of midsummer release that some people were theorizing. We talked about this a couple weeks ago, so this is going to be a fall release for sure. But progress is moving very quickly. The game looks very smooth. Aside from, like, just discount the obvious bugs that they had here and there, overall the game looks great. What we did see on the gameplay side is a ton of stuff. They covered a new part of the map that hadn't been showcased before. They covered a couple of scenarios where they basically did this quest. They talked with a number of NPCs. The conversation system was hilarious, and they covered that there's going to be absolutely tons of choices for you in the game, that each conversation is going to have multiple wheels. You're able to complete the game without, they talked about how they're designing the game so that if you want to be a psychopath and kill everybody that you see, you can do that. If you want to play the game as a person who never fires a shot, they're currently working on making that as viable as possible. So that's really cool, and the fact that we're seeing them put a lot of effort into this is really, really amazing. They debuted one of the first science weapons in the game. It's a staff, and every time you hit a person, their head either shrinks or expands. So that is hilarious. It started out as kind of a glitch that they had, and they decided to incorporate it into a weapon. And that's absolutely brilliant. The concept of it is just hilarious, and it got me really laughing while I was watching it. Aside from that, we have really in-depth character system in the game. They actually have stats on some items that increase your ability to lie or to bluff, and the fact that there's a difference between lying and bluffing, that's really cool. The fact that they have so many stats, there's so many awesome stat pages in this. You could equip costumes and get past people by using costumes. Overall, it's like this game is looking really, really great. And again, it wasn't their choice to release on Epic only. There is the Windows Store if you guys are against playing on Epic. But if you don't have a console, I would highly recommend it as a solid option.
So we're just going to close out here by looking at the gameplay. Thanks so much for watching. We've got more PAX East news coming, and of course we'll be diving more in depth into all of this on our podcasts this coming week, Tuesday and Friday. So definitely sub to catch those, and enjoy this new Outer Worlds gameplay.
Now what I love here on the right is a set that looks like the monster planet Monarch, which by the time you get here, you will have seen that planet and been there and realized that this set must have been made by somebody who's probably never been there.
It's very realistic looking. So we're gonna head up to our mark. Oh, actually, if you head to the right first, I saw this earlier when I was playtesting it. I don't know if it made it a spill. If you go over to where the set is real quick. In the right corner. Maybe it's not there. Oh yeah, we added, there's a dead Burbage 2000 from earlier film. I just came across that randomly and was like, oh my gosh.
And I'm gonna take his stuff.
Anyway, okay, so we're gonna go get on our mark.
And
these are real actors who think that you're also an actor and are following the script.
and I'm gonna act with my gun.
Well. So you're playing the part of an evil captain. Well, actually, no, you're the good guy. You're stopping them from trying to steal all the supplies from the town.
So you can see a little bit of the mix of the dark and the silly.
Yeah, so I think we'll go with, yeah, you want to go with
Pirate?
the U-Foul Pirate.
We're going to ham it up here.
Quality acting.
Yeah, and your companions will jump in with their opinions on this stuff. I think we should remain stoically silent.
We're gonna be the strong silent type here.
Yeah.
Yes.
Don't show off how smart you are.
As you said, Charlie, we'll
Like
let our
you have-
gun do the talking.
Speaking of guns,
Product placement.
Which you can find in the game.
And Felix loves mayhem, so he's very impressed by that.
so a little bit of humor in this game.
Yeah, I still laugh at the humor every time I play. You should read the flavor text on every object.
Exude wordless fury.
Fury. Nyoka's not impressed.
Yeah, she didn't grow up on this planet.
All right, let's get to the good stuff.
I think it's time, Charlie.
All right.
So you could play out the quest. Oh wait, go.
Oh, make your eye twitch.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna.
Yeah, make your eye twitch first. Wait. Can't miss that. Speechless. Right. So wait. So you could play out the quest normally through dialogue options, but I think we definitely want to go murder crazy.
Yeah, I think it's more entertaining for this.
Yeah.
So here goes.
It's more authentic.
Safety saw. These poor actors, they just thought they were coming in for a normal day's work.
They got paid to do a job.
And Maverick Johnson, the director, he loved the authenticity and your.
Yeah, he's coming up to let you know how your performance was.
I thought the performance was pretty good.
Here's our director.
Knowing Charlie, I don't think he's going to live long, though.
Yeah, so it's nice because you're actually rewarded for playing how you want to play. Like, he thought it was great.
And,
I think we should kill him, too. I'm just saying.
Wait, hold on. Is that his head? Oh, his head just.
Yeah. It vaporized.
and we take all of his stuff because that's what we do.
All right, so now we're gonna have some fun outside and show these people what we really think of their elite town.
Now, during the game, if you're on a regular playthrough, you're unlikely to be fighting in this town. Although you can kill everybody and anybody if you want. But we just thought it would be fun to show you what it would like if combat actually took place in this beautiful city.
But let's be sneaky about it. Let's put our gun away.
Yeah.
Yeah, so no one will suspect anything.
Although, Charlie, can you explain some of what we saw, the slowing down of time, things
Yeah.
like that?
So tactical time dilation is where we are trying to give opportunities both for people who aren't the best shooter players, an opportunity to, in the normal fast-paced gameplay, slow it down a little bit, get their bearings, and then make decisions that actually will help them during the combat. We have location-based hits where shooting them in different spots will actually inflict certain status effects, giving you bonuses. So as things get extraordinarily difficult, it is a pretty handy tool to have. Nice gun. I might take that later.
So eventually you need to get into that building, I believe.
Now you want to dress the companions appropriately?
No,
that's right.
This is a restricted area where we don't have access, but I'm going to just try walking in and see what happens.
Oop.
It's off limits, so they don't want me there. I'm just going to ask some questions. It's cool. Funny thing, I have one of those.
But we're not going to give it to him. You could give it to him and bribe your way in that way, but we prefer a more direct approach.
We should flatter him a little bit. Should be promoted.
So there is this interrogation system we have in the game using disguises when we do have them equipped, where if you have high enough different dialogue skills, you can talk your way through these through restricted areas.
So here's where you actually could give him a grenade launcher. Because he really wants one. But let's not do that.
We need to equip Felix correctly. I think he's under armored.
All right, let's go in here real quick. And,
Oop.
I'm gonna put the pink briefcase on his head.
He even has a temporary icon. That's how.
Now we're ready to start fighting.
That helmet.
Oh my god. Oh, Felix.
That helmet is available for sale in the game at your nearest Spacer's Choice vendor.
And we should get stuff started with a bang.
Let's
That's
go.
right. Let's do it.
Or
do
kick
it,
to the
Felix.
face. All right, Felix, have fun. So, Tim, I'm shooting these crazy purple bullets. What are those?
Yes, this is a plasma rifle that's been modified to shoot something called N-rays, which, when they hit living people, they make them glow and do N-ray damage to themselves and people around them. It's an awesome damage type.
Oh, he's already dead.
I believe Felix and Noka have been... Oh, this is Nyoko.
It cuts off a little bit now, but before she does that, she takes a swig off of her flask, so it really defines her character well.
Yeah. She's good to have in a pinch.
Now we're going to hit things, because hitting things is fun.
Yes. And this is using the corrosion.
So this is our Inferno side that you might have seen from our earlier trailers, but this is actually modified to do corrosion damage. And corrosion damage is good for heavy armored things.
These mods are also available for purchase at nearby weapons vendors.
At fine retailers everywhere.
But, yeah, I'm gonna... Don't mind me. Oh, and civilians, yeah, it's okay.
Aww. Poor top hat person.
We could?
I believe that man's using a grenade launcher.
Yes.
Available from Hammersmith.
Oh, no, that's...
Got the ad drone too? That's so mean.
Charlie, what's that you have in your hand there?
Well, this is another one of our science weapons. So we've made some science weapons, and if you don't know what those are, they are some weapons in this universe that aren't quite normal, and they all have strange and weird effects. We've talked about the shrink ray before, but this one is called the Mandibular Rearranger. So if you're guessing what that does, it rearranges mandibulars.
This was a bug in the game. It started as a bug, and we liked it so much we decided to make a science weapon based around it.
So this nice lady here, we're gonna rearrange. So compared to other melee weapons, This one doesn't deal as much damage, but it actually will slow people down, and if you hit them multiple times, it will freeze them. As well as do some rearranging of faces.
And like every science weapon, the amount of that slowdown is proportional to your science skill. So if you want to make a combat character who basically has a high science skill and specializes in science weapons, this is it. It's also funny. We have a science weapon for every weapon type in the game, so you don't have to be a melee combat character if you don't want to. What's the other one we showed? We showed
the shrink ray.
We showed the shrink ray. So you've seen the handheld one-handed gun, and this is the one-handed melee weapon.
Thanks for your stuff. And let's head into the bar here. Don't mind me. It's cool. It's cool.
I love the chef bots. They're so cute.
Hey! That looks safe. And should Felix kick someone?
Yes.
All right. What? Okay. And I'll take your stuff in slow motion. Oh, and they corrode.
Ugh. So
All right.
And yeah, I can just go around and keep doing stuff.
We'll kick one more person, and then actually,
Yeah.
let's have Naoka do something.
Okay.
And then we'll open it up.
All right, we'll start on eeny, meeny, miny.
Oh, this is overkill.
Oh, I'm actually taking damage.
Oh, you were dying there.
I know.
Oh yeah, that's say
Aw.
it's okay. Games are supposed to be fun.
Okay. That's why we-
Charlie's going to do this all day if we let him. We
Yeah,
should probably
that's
open it up for some,
definitely-
Hey,
some
look,
questions.
a flaw.
What did you get?
I don't know. I can't read from here.
Xenophobia.
What does it
Many
say?
canids. Oh, because they had a pet canid, and it was gnawing at my ankles.
I didn't see you
It was
kill
like
that.
a teacup size one too, and now you're afraid of it.
All right.
So, real quick before we get to questions, can we talk about the flaws since that popped up?
Yeah, what must have happened there is Charlie was getting chewed on by a teacup canid while he was fighting everybody else, and it pushed him over a threshold, because this is a save game. This occurs in about the middle of the game. So the game is monitoring everything you're doing and keeping track of how much damage you take from different things, and how much time you've gotten hurt, or taken falling damage or anything like that. So occasionally and it really depends on your playthrough, it'll just offer you this flaw. And if he had taken that, he would have taken more damage from any canid that attacked him because he's terrified of canids, but he would take more, he would be able to pick another perk immediately. It's completely optional. You can ignore the whole system if you want, but personally I like the idea of a flawed hero.
And we also increased the number of flaws you can take based off of the difficulty level, so that on the hardest difficulties, it is you're more of a flawed and interesting character.
Yes.
but it should be a pretty fun thing to increase the difficulty for people.
Well, cool. Thank you for showing off the game, guys.
Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to like, sub, and hit that notification bell, and then check out some of these other videos. Find the link to our Discord server and other important stuff in the description below.